All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something really critical for any American men visiting or thinking of moving to Costa Rica.
We're talking about legal and relationship precautions.
Exactly. And our analysis today comes straight from the source.
Hmm.
We're looking at the real-world experiences shared by retired U.S. Judge Daniel Wise and a practicing Costa Rican attorney, Arcelio Hernandez Mucio.
And their whole theme is basically how to avoid what they call the high cost of low living.
A great phrase. So, the first thing that strikes me is how the American legal mindset just doesn't apply there.
It's a complete clash. You have the U.S. common law system where precedent matters versus Costa Rica's civil law. And under civil law, the judges just apply the statute. The written code is everything.
No flexibility.
Very little. And that's where people, especially tourists, get into serious trouble with, say, casual relationships.
Okay, so let's talk about that immediate risk. Prostitution is legal there, but the real danger isn't the act itself, is it?
No, not at all. The danger, as Judge Wise points out, is inviting someone you just met back to your apartment or your rental home for an extended stay.
Right. There are specific local motels designed for that sort of thing, which is the safer option.
That's the safe play. But if you bring her home, you open yourself up to a really specific risk, a domestic violence claim.
And it can happen so fast. She stays overnight, she calls 911.
And she can claim you were abusive. The sources even mention cases of self-inflicted injuries just to make the claim stick.
And the Costa Rican courts will prioritize her immediate safety over your property rights, won't they?
100%. You're taken to jail probably for the whole weekend, and a court can issue an exclusion order.
An exclusion order. What does that mean in practice?
It means she gets possession of your house, your apartment, your condo for up to a year. Plus, you might be on the hook for temporary support payments.
That's unbelievable. And there was that duplex example.
Oh, the duplex is the worst case scenario. The man was detained, legally locked out, and when he finally got back, the place was stripped. Everything. Furniture, appliances, even the copper wiring out of the walls.
Wow. Just wow. So a casual night turns into a total financial disaster. But the traps get even more insidious, right?
They do. Let's talk about the paternity trap.
This story is horrifying. You have an account of a woman taking a used condom, tying a knot in it.
To retain the sperm.
Yes.
And then using it for self-insemination. It sounds like something out of a movie, but it happens.
And the legal consequence.
It's very real. A child is born, and the next thing you know, you're being stopped at the airport with a child welfare claim against you. You literally can't leave the country until you post a bond and agree to come back for a blood test.
That's one trap. But then there's the more common one, the common law marriage or union libre.
Right. And the scary part is the threshold for that was just lowered. Now it only takes 2 years of living together to establish it.
2 years. And this isn't just a label. It grants serious legal rights, doesn't it?
It grants her the exact same rights as a legally married wife. That means inheritance rights, support, and crucially, a right to half of the assets acquired during that time.
So if you're an expat, you buy a, say, $500,000 condo while you're living with her.
She's entitled to half its value, $250,000, even if her name is nowhere on the title.
We should probably mention that some things like inheritances or lottery winnings are usually excluded from that.
That's correct. But for property you buy, it's on the table. The only real protection is a prenuptial agreement, which, thankfully, is legal and can be registered in Costa Rica.
Okay, let's switch gears to a final, really common misunderstanding. U.S. Social Security benefits.
Yes. So many guys assume their Costa Rican wife will get their full Social Security benefits when they die.
But if she never lived in the U.S. with them, that's not the case, is it?
Not at all. She typically gets a tiny burial stipend, maybe around $350. That's it.
But there is one major, and I mean major, exception.
The veteran exception. This is so important. Widows of American veterans, especially disabled veterans, are often eligible for significant military pensions and VA benefits. We're talking around $2,200 a month right now.
That's life-changing.
It's the difference between poverty and security. But the claims have to be filed correctly.
So, really the big takeaway here is that you can't just assume you know the rules. The Costa Rican civil law system is a whole different ballgame.
You have to get local legal advice. And Judge Wise's personal advice is just so simple, Think about where you're looking for a relationship. Is it the grocery store or is it a bar at 2 in the morning?
A very good point. So considering all these risks, the exclusion orders, the union libre, the asset distribution, What's the very first document you should have prepared before you even think about elevating someone for a long-term stay?
A prenuptial agreement. Even if you aren't planning on marriage, it's your shield.
An absolutely crucial deep dive today.
Mhm.
A huge thank you to Judge Daniel Wise and attorney Arcelio Hernandez Musio for sharing these true stories and vital insights.